all in the light of an FIR which has been slapped against Rhea Chakraborty for various grave charges, one of them abetment to suicide. But if you look at past precedents, could abetment to suicide be actually proved? Take a look. There seems to be a bit of a production glitch. We are going to replay that story coming in, because at this point of time, one question that does arise is, can abetment to suicide be proven? There have been multiple cases in the past, and we're going to play that story out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut across now directly to the lawyer of Sushant's family. We have Vikas Singh with us. Mr. Singh, my first question, of course, can abetment to suicide be proven?
Well, that is the very important issue that you raised. In our criminal jurisprudence, it is not for me to prove or the family to prove the guilt. It is for the prosecution to prove the guilt. And that is why an impartial probe by an agency whom I trust is very, very crucial. So if you know policing in this country, there are instances where we see it every day in court, that the real accused is allowed to go scot-free and somebody else is, put behind bars, and he's made to suffer the trial, and ultimately he's acquitted, and the main accused is never brought to books. So that is the fear that the family had, and that is why they felt that it is not possible for Mumbai to give them a fair trial. And the family is quite hopeful that the Patna Police, especially with the Chief Minister himself intervening in getting the FIR registered, and, one of the senior ministers in his cabinet, I was in touch with him, Mr. Sanjay Jha. He has really played a very, very instrumental role, because the Patna Police was quite apprehensive that this is a very high-profile case and whether we can do this, and Mumbai Police is examining the matter. And then I had to convince them that Mumbai doesn't have an FIR. Mumbai is just doing a fishing and roving inquiry all over the film industry, and not going on to the real culprit. So really speaking, I don't see any basis, any reason or any justification for any court to say that this investigation should go to Mumbai Police, because this will clearly give a signal that the botched-up investigation should be allowed to continue, which no court of law, in my view, will sort of permit.
Mr. Singh, now you have a case where you have the Home Minister who's come out and said that this case will not be transferred, to the CBI. He also says that the Mumbai Police is very capable of handling the situation, all in the light of Rhea's lawyer that moved the Supreme Court today seeking the transfer of the case to Mumbai, as Mumbai is already investigating it. What role now do you see of the Bihar Police in this? Because the family clearly seems to trust Bihar Police more than the Mumbai Police.
Well, there is no investigation, because under the CRPC, in our criminal jurisprudence, there has to be an FIR first. And without an FIR, there can't be any investigation. So I don't know, they are probably still searching for a crime, whereas here we have reported a crime. So I don't see how anybody can say that there is an ongoing investigation in Mumbai. Mumbai is just doing a roving and fishing inquiry to find out if there is a crime. So it's not correct to say.
But Mr. Singh, now you have the Home Minister who's come out and said that there will be no transfer. The Mumbai Police is more than capable of handling the case. There will be no CBI inquiry. There is no need for one in this. This is the Home Minister of Maharashtra who's saying it.
Well, I don't see any justification to transfer the FIR from Patna to Mumbai, and There is no reason to suspect that the Patna police will not do a good job. And there is an apprehension which has already been expressed in the FIR itself that the Mumbai police is not doing a proper job by going and investigating all and sundry in the film industry and not looking at the main culprit who is, who's known to the police right from the beginning. And even if you were to, ask a small child also as to who could be a suspect in a crime of abetment to suicide, I'm sure anybody would first, the fingers will point on Rhea Chakraborty, and especially the information that we have disclosed in the FIR makes it absolutely clear that she is the main accused in this case, and accordingly, the Bombay police is definitely doing a shoddy job. I don't know whether it is deliberate or otherwise to, sort of direct the inquiry to the entire film industry and leave out Rhea Chakraborty completely.
Well, the Home Minister doesn't seem to think so, Mr. Singh, but I'll ask you one quick question. What was the need, which also many are saying, to file a complaint after 45 days of, Sushant's unfortunate demise? Why did it take so long after they had initially said, which is the family, that they did not suspect anyone? That's the official statement to the Mumbai Police.
No, they never said that they had no suspicion on anybody particular. This is what the Bombay Police is trying to, say in its defense. We have actually, the family had made a complaint to the DCP Bandra as early as on 25th of February of this year, even prior to the death of Sushant Singh Rajput, that they are apprehensive that Sushant is surrounded by people who could cause harm to him. And in spite of that complaint, police did nothing. And with that complaint in the background, and now with the investigation starting, the first questions should have been asked on Rhea Chakraborty only, and the family also said the same thing, that please interrogate and investigate people who were controlling Sushant Singh Rajput in his last few days, his medical condition, his servants were changed, his bodyguard was changed by Rhea Chakraborty, his chartered accountant was changed. So all this has happened in the last 1 year. He became a medical case only in the last 1 year. He was not under any treatment prior to this. So she drove him to a mental state, which required this kind of treatment, and she kept the family completely in the dark of what all treatment she's getting done. And when she left his home on the 8th of June, she did not tell anybody in the family that what is the treatment that he's undergoing and that what steps need to be taken to keep him, all right. And she just left the home, taking all the medical records with her, because she had been threatening him in the last few days that if you don't cast her with him in every movie that you sign, or if you decide to go to Kurg or anything, which he was, contemplating of doing organic farming for some time, then she will expose him in the media and show his medical record. So she took all the medical record, and Sushant was, very, very anxious and apprehensive when she left on the 8th that she will leak things to the media. So if she was Googling every minute or every hour or every few, frequently, to find out if there is something adverse coming against him in the media or not.
Appreciate you joining us, Mr. Singh, but abetment to suicide has been a very difficult charge to prove, especially if you look at precedents. Take a look at this. The aftermath of an unfortunate suicide by a movie star, played out as a sordid saga of whodunit. Did an industry fueled by nepotism push an outsider to the brink of no return? Was it an insider job that was covered up? Conspiracy theories abound till there was tangible action. An FIR generated a shock-and-awe moment. Sushant's girlfriend Rhea Chakraborty was booked. The family of Sushant Singh Rajput filed an FIR at the Rajiv Nagar police station in Patna, alleging that Rhea Chakraborty was responsible for his death, and the charges are astounding. From abetment to suicide to cheating to wrongful confinement to criminal conspiracy. The allegations are damning, detailed in a complaint that even says Rhea stopped Sushant from meeting his family, changed his staff members, cheated him of money, kept his medical records, left him vulnerable. Still, he tipped over the edge. While Sushant's family wants an immediate arrest of Rhea Chakraborty, their legal team made a sensational claim that they were forced to file an FIR in Patna as Mumbai cops were refusing to register an FIR from them. Responding to the allegations, sources in Mumbai Police revealed that Sushant's family members were repeatedly contacted but never turned up to record their statement. The actor in question, Rhea Chakraborty, has moved the Supreme Court in the Sushant Singh Rajput case and sought transfer of investigations to Mumbai from Bihar. Not just Rhea, her father and brother have been booked too. Remember, Rhea and her brother Shobik were directors in 3 startup companies with Sushant Singh Rajput. While abetment to suicide is one of the most difficult charges to prove in a court of law, according to the 306 section of the IPC, a person abetting suicide of another person shall be punished with 10 years imprisonment and shall also be liable to a fine. Abetting a suicide is a non-bailable charge. A person is guilty of abetment when he instigates someone to commit suicide. He's part of a conspiracy to make a person commit suicide. He intentionally helps the victim to commit suicide by doing an act or by not doing something that he was bound to do. However, abetment charges cannot be framed merely if a person was having a bad relationship with the accused. There have been many examples where cases have been dragging on for years and the charge has never been proven. In the case of Jia Khan, her mother alleged Suraj Pancholi of abetment to suicide. Till now, it's not been proven. Similarly, for actor Pratyusha Banerjee, her family alleged abetment suicide where her boyfriend was concerned, Rahul Raj. The trial is underway. Sunanda Pushkar, found dead in a hotel room in Delhi. Husband Shashi Tharoor charged with abetment to suicide. Trial still underway. Ruchira Girotra, 14-year-old Ruchika killed herself in 1990. It's one of the very few rare cases when in 2009, after 19 years, the court did pronounce Rathore guilty. However, in 2016, the Supreme Court upheld conviction but restricted jail time to just 6 months. The case of Gitika Sharma, 23-year-old air hostess Gitika killed herself in 2012. Politician Gopal Kanda was charged with abetment through a suicide note. Gopal Kanda was arrested but granted bail. The case still pending in court. In the case of Rhea Chakraborty, there are other grave charges alongside abetment to suicide. Till now, they are mere allegations. Till Rhea Chakraborty sees her day in court, till then, she is innocent until proven guilty. Bureau Report, India Today.
With that, it's a wrap on To The Point. We'll see you tomorrow, but we do leave you with these visuals. It's World International Tiger Day. Thank you for watching.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.